get started down this way.
That's awesome. No, I love being that like inspiration. Like I love sharing. Like that's what this is catered towards. The little blue ones.
Oh, cool.
That's what this is catered towards is younger, like the younger generation for me. Is like because I have a little sister who has epilepsy. Who this was created inspired by her because I give to the Epilepsy Foundation.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. And so she's 14. So this is all for like that age range.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why.
And I love them. Like also, I love incorporating like the cross and everything. Like I feel like it's really kind of
tying everything together.
I'm tying everything together, and it's really special. Yeah.
All right. Anytime you guys want to.
All right. Give me one. Go ahead. Hey there, this is Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more, Worldwide TV Network, iTube 247, and we're back. It is a new year, and my God, I came from CES. We have NAMM convention, for those people who don't know what NAMM is, or CES, Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they have all new technology and things like that. The NAMM show, National Association of Music Merchants, otherwise known as the biggest music convention in Anaheim, California. All of this stuff is going on in the middle of doing 3 radio shows today. But here's what's going on. Kenzie, my co-host, is sick today, so guess what? We have our regular coming in on things. Who are you? What are you doing here? You.
Well, I'm Anne-Marie, and I'm an actress, and also have a jewelry line that's called AB Hidden Gems. And it donates to children with epilepsy at Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
And I knew who it was, but it's one of those things where I wanted to say who she was, because when we first met, we were talking about how you created something special. I'm like, you have a good story to tell, and we have to tell the story. Mm-hmm. But before we get that, you brought a sidekick. And what's your name?
My name is Cam Patrick.
And what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Well, I'm here joining her on the show today, and I am an actor, producer, cinematographer.
And aspiring filmmaker too, right?
Yes, sir.
That'll be interesting.
Yep.
Talk about why I wanted to have you on. It was very unique meeting you, and I liked your story, and I wanted to have people to hear your story. Talk about why did you do this? What was inspiring to you?
Oh, thank you so
and
much.
Where you came from, because that's a big part of it also.
Yeah, I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, and I grew up in the Southeast, and I traveled a lot over there. But I had my little sister at home, and she's still at home. She's 14, and she's suffering with epilepsy right now. So I wanted to create jewelry that helped give back to the Epilepsy Foundation to help support her, but other children who are also suffering. Because I can see it, I can see it in her, and I know growing up with somebody who's very close to my heart, who has that, and how she battles through it every day. So it's something that I can do to give back, but also it's encouraging for her because it's jewelry that I'm making, and I feel like as a girl, and we were like the only girls in our family for the longest time, so it's kind of like that older female role model to make her feel special and loved and beautiful going through all of this, and it's kind of giving her that strength. So also some of these pieces have like little crosses in them, and they're all glass jewelry and all handmade, all different, all unique, because everyone has their own unique path and own unique story. And I feel like as an older sister or older female role model, I want to help support those who feel like they need that strength or support.
How old is she?
They don't. She's 14.
Did you know you were going to do this, or did you want to?
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
So the inspiration came, huh?
It did, yeah. My grandma sent me some of her jewelry, and I always looked up to my grandma. Both my grandmas, they're wonderful, wonderful women, and all of her jewelry was like from the 80s, and they're all clip-ons. She doesn't never pierce her ears. It's
clip-ons.
all clip-on earrings in the 80s, so it's like big earrings.
Do that.
No, but it was that also was an inspiration to me because I also never pierced my ears. I still have I never did. So also I incorporated that into this storyline because all the clip-on earrings are what is inspired by her. So I'm also think it's safe for kids too to have the clip-ons, and it's like easy to take off and on, and they're a little bit lighter, and it's just more playful. They're nice because it's glass and it's like elegant pieces and unique, but it's also playful.
To the camera so we can
of course.
See. Because I love the colors. Is it I would call it light aqua green blue, but it would be called what really? What would you call that?
I mean, it definitely has green and blues in there, and it's kind of a variation, and there's a lot of detail in it because it's all little glass pieces.
Yeah, so they can see it for like 5 seconds. So when you chose that, why?
I chose the colors, or I chose. Well, these kind of reminded me of this. So this is actually the very first pair of earrings I've ever made. The very first collection I ever made was had rainbows. It was like all different colors. So it's kind of like there's like the rainbow clip earrings is what I call them, and I had a rainbow necklace. And my grandma actually ended up taking the one, but it was inspired by my little sister because she loves rainbows and unicorns, and
that's nice.
She grew up. Thank you.
This is
I made this one. It's more pink and orange, and you could see through it a little bit, so it's very kind of like shimmery and clean. And then that's the cross on the back. So
see, I'm not so much into jewelry, but I like what I see certain things because you know it's important that some kind of love and tender caringness went in to create it. And that's what makes it special, right?
Yeah, and I think because they're all handmade too, and it's going to a good cause, and it's very specific for the reason why I made this and why I cherish it so much. And every little piece I absolutely love, and like I also hang on to it, but I want to give it away for that good reason, and for her and for other kids who are going through this, and I want to just share it with them. And they're all unique, and one of the sayings that we have like for this jewelry is that every gem is a gift worth giving back to. So because the reason why,
I like that.
Yeah, thank you. The reason why it's called hidden gems is because I believe they're like hidden gems, and that we need to discover and find, just like these little individual pieces of jewelry.
You didn't give me that business card, did you?
I've updated them. So I can give you that one.
So she gave me an old one. Did you realize what one did you get?
What?
She gave me an old business.
They look the same.
I've only had that one. I worked on the design.
Cool too.
Thank you. This is my acting one.
Cards because
Thanks.
These are important. All right, so these stand out. Obviously, you're really using colors. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Because people have plain ones and they don't have anything like this. I like this.
Thanks.
This is different. I really like this.
A lot of
let me
people.
See. Is there a phone number on it? Phone number's on it. That's on it. Emails on it. Because the reason why I'm asking these days because people aren't putting phone numbers on anymore. And they're
really?
Thinking,
that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous because what happens when you can't email? You don't know if it's getting to there. So I call it lost business, and it truly is lost business because you don't know unless you're following up. Yeah. There's been some good products that don't have phone numbers on it.
And I'd say even like on the other side of that is that like some people just prefer phone over email anyway. And so depending on who's looking into getting a hold of you, like you want to give them as many preferences to get a hold of you as possible.
Do you know that's the lost art, picking up the phone?
Oh, it is.
Can you talk about how old you are? Do you mind?
Yeah, I'm 23.
That's right, but you're an old soul.
Thanks.
You're 27 because you actually pick up the phone. You're actually really, really good.
I like using the phone. I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Imagine when you're making your film and you're like DM me on Instagram. You're gonna say what?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Even with like texting, I don't even like text. Like I'd rather just call. I'd rather just talk on the phone than text. Too.
Well, it's becoming a lost art. It's still the best form of communication. When's an emergency, even a landline still comes in because you don't go to 5G. Definitely don't do that because it's not going to be good. But the thing about that is it could screw up a lot of the things, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want to miss out on jobs. You don't want to miss out on casting calls, and you don't want to miss out on stuff. Even Kenzie, my co-host, she DMs me on Instagram, like I'm always on Instagram. She is, but I'm not. So I need that communication when it comes to stuff. That stuff's important to me.
That makes sense. Yeah, and a lot of people don't even use business cards anymore too. Like,
I travel
that's
with
the
them
thing.
because I want to make sure I tag the person right. I want to make sure I got the right spelling. I want to make sure I got the
Right.
phone number, and I don't care. And that's important to me because I could get it wrong. And then what's her phone number? Oh, let me put it in your phone. Well, I could have 5 people that I don't know in my phone.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. That's my Lumo talking. So it's just finding you now.
That's so cool.
And by the way, I got to talk about this real quick. So I got this from Segway. So Jack Gillian from Segway gave me my Lumo. So it actually talks, it records, and I wanted to test it at the show. So that's what you hear chirping in the back.
It blinks.
It's actually finding the face and everything like that with the avatar. And then you can actually write on it. It's got a light on it. It's AI technology. I love it. I took the Megabus down here because you can't fly with it. So I wasn't even sure they were going to put it on. And the guy goes, "Are you bringing that on board?" I go, "Yeah." And I put on my headphones and I scooted away because I was like, "Oh, they're not going to let me take it."
Where else do they have you put it? Like, not gonna
I was
leave
going
the
to bring it
street.
on the bus with me if I
Yeah.
had to, So that was that. So no, you did the right thing on your business cards because this is the attention
Thank
getter.
you.
It's colorful. No wonder you made the jewelry like that.
I love colorful things for sure. I love anything that's like has color, light, or I think it's really inspiring to me when I see it. And it's funny because because even in their logo, the colors on their butterfly logo in Children's Hospital, like my very very first jewelry piece kind of matched the same color tone in that.
What's the website?
The website is on my site as an actor, so it's AnnMarieBruno.actor. And you can find it under the Hidden Gems tab, and you can purchase the jewelry straight through there. So it's an easy access.
When did you
way.
start it? How long ago?
Oh, it just launched like a few months ago.
Okay, good.
This is all new, and it's already doing very well. And we donated a jewelry piece for $160 to Children's Hospital at their holiday gala recently. So that was over the holidays, and so that was really exciting because that was the first event that this was presented at.
What do you hope to take it to?
Well, I hope to take it to more events and get it out there, and I would love to show it more in the Southeast as well, and just kind of get it across the states and to as many children as possible who are going through this, or even kids who love the jewelry and find it fun and like it makes them smile and happy, and that's all I want to see. So as many places as I can.
Okay, and then we have our caller, I think, Mike, that's calling too, huh? It is June from Ergo. And one of the reasons why I like Ergo, the Ergo cooker, because it's sustainability, it's eco-friendly, and it's actually really, really good to utilize. So on that. And she's calling from Canada, so it'll be actually a really, really good thing. All right, June. So.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Let's talk about the Ergo cooker. All right, so you're calling from Vancouver, I think, right?
That's right, yes.
All right.
Yeah, we are located in Vancouver, Canada.
There's no better person to talk about Ergo than June. So June, I have 2 guests here. Talk about why it's good, because it's it's equal friendly, and you sent me 2, one for the East Coast, one for the West Coast, and my partner uses it all the time in Utah, Montague. And so we wrote an article on it, why it's good. Talk about how was Black Friday, how was Cyber Monday, and what's Ergo doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, we had just a temporarily out of stock issue because the demand from the market is higher than expected. So more people get to know Ergo, and knowing Ergo is just more than an air fryer. So it has so many different other functions. So they felt it's very easy to use, like for their daily meals. So that's how a lot of stuff just come from the people's word of mouth, and so we just feel very greatly appreciate for customers' feedback.
All right. So wait. When you're cooking, do you like to cook?
I cook sometimes. I think Cam cooks more than me. Cam definitely. I'm more of a baker.
Okay. So, Anne-Marie she's a baker, baker.
I think I would cook more. It sounds like this would actually do it for me for cooking. I think it would help a lot.
Okay, well, it would help a lot.
See, that's what I need. I need like that, maybe that extra help from the.
So for June, so for someone who's not necessarily really a cooker, talk about the benefits of Ergo, because this is where it comes in.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, just the Ergo just has five functions, major functions. Like it's not just air fryer. Air fryer just one of the functions, and other four major functions are like indoor like smokeless grill, and like a crepe nut maker, and your body could stir fry, and also like the oven
So in other words, June, in other words, it's for everybody, especially for a lot of seniors, which a lot of people don't market to, right?
Right. Yes.
And give your website.
The website is https dot and slash airgocooking.com.
And one more time.
Okay. airgocooking.com.
All right. All right, so June and Frank from Vancouver, right?
That's right. Yes.
All right. Don't be afraid to go online and order. Check out Ergo Cooking, and we will talk to you soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
So when it comes to that, all right, so I do like the Ergo. So again, being in this industry is about being healthy. You have to always look good, right? Women have to always look good. Hair, makeup, everything else like that. And now we come to Cam with everything. So, all right, so you have great hair. What are you using on your hair? Because as that filmmaker, who's going to care about your hair?
What am I using on my hair? I mean, I use
And I like your card too.
used pomade for a long time. Moved over to mousse and hairspray because
You know what? It's about that appearance. Like me, this is me. I don't care. As long as I got my views during the day, 4.2 million and counting, that's all I care about. Talk about why you like films. How'd you get into doing this?
Man, my journey into film was kind of long. I actually went to college for pre-med chemistry.
Of course you did. And then you woke up and said, what am I doing here in class taking all of this? And it's going to take me hours to do all of this stuff. And years to do all this stuff. I will just be a filmmaker instead.
Basically, yeah. So I actually got into stage hosting and event planning. And from the event planning, some people that were in the film program at my university pulled me into producing because it's actually really similar.
Yeah.
So I started producing on that end of things. Grabbed a camera, learned how to do camera work, and then they were like, you should also just stand in front of the camera from the stage hosting. And so then I kind of started building up from there and took off to Los Angeles.
What do you like about films, though?
What do I like about films? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm when my filmmaking is very visual based, so I really enjoy when you're able to, I love artistic messages. I love when people are able to take a concept and build it into a color scheme or into the way the camera moves or into the way the actors are walking across the screen. Like there are so many more things.
So you have an eye. So you're like a cinematographer.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's really, really good. Have you seen Lawrence of Arabia yet?
I have. It's been a long time.
Have you seen it on the big screen?
I have not. No.
See that? See A Touch of Evil. See the was moving again. See Gone with the Wind, because they never go out of style.
No.
And for that cinematographer's eye, that's a really, really good thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to editing, are you good at editing yet?
I'm decent with editing. I do a lot more coloring than I do editing. So I've really gotten into colorist type work.
You know, the best editors were women at one point. Did you know that?
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For many, many years, and all of a sudden it just disappeared. But they were really good.
Weird.
Even
That's
Martin
so funny you
Scorsese,
say that.
his editor's always been a woman.
That's
Always.
cool. Yeah, the first thing I really edited was the jewelry commercial that actually Cam filmed, and he did a really good job.
So that's why. So she's trying to is pumping you up.
So I
that's good though.
I edited that one, and that was the first one, and people were commenting it and saying what a great job. It was like crazy. I was like, this is the first time I've edited this, and I was just doing it for the business. But they're like, well, maybe you should.
Yeah, we have
you
to
might
end up
have
doing
a
everything,
thing for
don't we?
editing. Yeah.
You have to.
You have to, yeah. But that's the only way you learn.
Exactly.
Do it.
That's why you see Luma walking around doing whatever going on. Well, it's off right now, but still.
Yeah.
Because we do have to do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
How much of a tech guy are you? And do you like AI? Because it's not going anywhere. Are you ready for
I don't know a ton about AI, but I am definitely a nerd. Big tech guy.
I am too, but I didn't know I was until people started telling me I was. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm no, of course I'm not. Well, I guess I really am, because I didn't know. You know, but you know when you like certain things, and I didn't know.
Kind of just enjoy it.
All of a sudden, I'm finding there's a lot of this great technology that's not even in the U.S. That's kind of sad. So think of Avatar. Think of James Cameron.
Yeah.
They're coming. The 2 and 3 are coming this year.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it comes back to all of that stuff. Favorite films? What do you got?
Oh my gosh, I'm not great with favorites, but I'm a sucker for the Lord of the Rings series.
Oh, they were great.
They were just so well done, acting, everything. They're beautiful. They're just the storytelling was just those are impeccable movies.
Are you looking for the Lord of the Rings the series though? on Amazon.
I am. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Right.
I know a lot of people that are really excited about it. So I'm really interested to see how they pull that off because the films were just so good. It's tough to follow that up.
It is true. So, as a filmmaker, and are you an actor too? Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so actress, and what else would you call yourself besides?
I would say a content creator. I like coming up with concepts and content and ideas and an artist.
Yes. I love this. This is all
Thank
about
you.
art. I mean, even your car. So this is the first time I've seen. How old are you?
I'm 27.
23. Right?
23.
This is the first time I've seen your age. I'm calling you millennials. That have good business cards. And actually, you got your phone number on yours?
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm impressed. I really am impressed by that. And you did the front and back. That's actually pretty good. That's good. So, I have hope for you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Wow.
And I would tell you if I didn't too. Because again, you've got to have these things. I love how you did this. Let's show the camera this one.
This is I just thought it'd be a little comedic since I like comedy, but I used my slate that you do at photo shoots where you hold up your name and before they do any shoots or any photos of you. Because I already had my name on it. So instead of typing my name on the card, I decided to just put the photo.
You're so hesitant to use that photo with the slate.
I was like, I don't know, this is risky, but I like it a lot.
You found a way to make it work.
Now, show them this one.
Yeah, this is the jewelry one. So on the front, it has this like cool like galaxy clip-on earring and the name Hidden Gems at the front, and then on the back it talks about the cause and what it's for and how it's giving towards kids with epilepsy and going towards Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
Website again.
And you can find this it's on the front of the card, AnneMarieBruno.actor. So it's just my name, .actor, and it's on a Hidden Gems tab, which is just a little store on the site so that you can shop all the jewelry pieces. And I usually post them on their on the Instagram page for the jewelry, which is at AB Hidden Gems first. So right after I make one, I upload it onto the Instagram, and then I put it onto my website for you to order if you'd like. So,
all right, talk about what you have coming up.
Coming up, I have a comedy series that I created, and it will be.
Of course you do. You think you're funny, don't you?
Well, it's on the line. It has a little bit of drama in it too. Okay. So it's family related, which is also kind of inspired by my family again. But it's just kind of the humor and taking.
A wacky family?
I have a big family, so there's a lot going on there.
No, I said, do you have a wacky family?
I think everyone's family is wacky to an extent.
True. That's true. That's the correct answer.
So it just highlights like sometimes like my kind of humor is like serious situations, but kind of like seeing the humor and light in that, I guess, and turning that around and in a fun kind of family friendly way. So it's around the holiday season. It's about family and things don't go that you'd like. Things kind of go untraditionally, but the family is very traditional, and it opens the door. Yes, and it opens the door up to exploring different backgrounds and different personalities, different types of people. So it's kind of like bringing everyone together and talking about and highlighting community, I guess, and
that's nice. That's
and
good.
Different backgrounds. So it's very diverse, and it's cool because even the whole cast and crew was a very diverse cast and crew from all over, like even out in like Europe and all over and different backgrounds. So it was really cool to work with a diverse cast and crew on this project and it be about that. So it really highlights the whole meaning.
What state are you from?
I'm from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. So how'd you guys meet?
We met at a artist community in East Los Angeles.
So we actually ended up being stand-ins.
We were both stand-ins on a short film.
So who saw who first?
Well, we were both put into the car to be stand-ins for a short film, and then he started talking to me, and I was kind of shy, and he would ask me questions, and then I kind of like turned to him, started talking to him, and then we just became best friends. Like we didn't stop talking, we just became best friends.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to meet like that situation here?
Yeah,
it's not easy.
It's not. We've been, so that was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I remember correctly, you said you lived, was it Los Feliz?
I live now in North Hollywood.
But you lived someplace else before.
Yeah,
that, right?
I used to live in East Hollywood.
And then did you go back home? Was that right?
Yeah, I went back home for a
Talk
little
about that
bit.
experience, because
Okay.
people don't realize when you come
Yeah.
here what it's like. You
So-
got to tell that story.
It's really crazy. So I was at home. I even lived in Atlanta before coming out to Los Angeles, but I lived out here for like 2 years and lived in an artist community and for a while, and then I decided to move out and I needed to change and decided to just leave everything behind and just to go home. I felt like the project was kind of struggling at that time, and my life was I felt like my life was taking a turn, and I didn't know it was a lot of change happening. And so in those moments we kind of like go through kind of like you don't know what's going to happen and you kind of start to lose hope. But then I realized going home that I needed to give all those things up in order to find a new path for me. And it's the hardest thing you have to learn to let go of that in order to move forward. So when I went home and kind of gave everything up and was like, I left everything in I had a storage unit, I left my car here. And then I went home to my family for like a month and a half and was looking
so when you were home for that month and a half, what were you thinking about?
Oh,
Did you know you were coming back? Or
No, I had no idea I was coming back.
Really?
I didn't have a place to live out here because I
And
had
you guys
moved
hadn't
out.
met yet, right?
No, we actually
had-
know each other during
yeah.
that time. It was funny because Cam was the one who was like here helping find a place to live too. So he actually like was out here looking for places as I was at home also looking for places. But we didn't know if it was ever going to happen. We didn't know if we were ever going to find a place, if we were ever going to come back. So we were just relying on hope.
Well, wait a
And
minute, where were you?
I had gotten home for the holidays around that time, and then I came back way before she did.
Okay.
And so-
But you were still in communication, right?
we were
Yes.
still in
Yeah.
communication through the whole time.
So the love got closer, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't that nice?
It does in the and even in like
the
toughest
distance.
times, in the distance, in the toughest times is when it grew the most, and where you find like that strength. So it was really cool because we ended up finding like a really great house, and I was able to bring my dog, which was like a dream for me to have a home out here with my dog because he's older and I wanted to like have my life with him too. So we were very lucky, very blessed to like have such a wonderful place now. And it was such a miracle that we were even approved for this place. And like, we've been living there for like a year now. And
a
it's,
lot of good luck.
yeah, but
And it
it's
was-
because you got to let that go and then have to just rely on faith that it's going to work out.
Here's what people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to acting, it's a lot of luck. But also, if you have good fortune, luck runs out, good fortune doesn't. So in Buddhism, it's always about those causes and effects too. The more causes that you make, give and take, the more good effects you have come back. So obviously, when you were able to go back,
Yeah.
while you were looking, that made a lot of sense. So you had a lot of faith on your side too. So which is good.
Yeah, I'm really thankful to have Cam during that time too. And it was just us and everything we let go of, and we're able to move forward, which was really great.
Couple minutes left. What do you want coming up for the future? And you still didn't tell me a couple of your films besides Lord of the Rings. I know you got something else. in you.
Oh my gosh! So films that I'm working on or films that I like?
Both.
Both.
I'd like to
Okay.
talk about both
Okay.
because I'm going to be keeping track.
All right, so we're gonna talk about what I'm working on right now. So I'm currently in production for a what's the right word? A documentary series that we're shooting out in the Mojave about life out there. That is kind of the precursor to a TV series that I'm writing about a very similar thing, and a lot of just kind of working through the difficulties of what it's like out in basically the essence of feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere or being stuck somewhere like a desert. But we're using that as in essence for the center of the series right now.
I think that's great, actually,
Yeah.
because the world is coming to that. Imagine a lack of water.
Yep.
Imagine no bees. Imagine no trees. And with
Yeah.
climate change, whether people believe it or not, you could see different things happening, right?
Things can come.
Yeah, so
Go.
I think that's really good. What's big right now? Zombie apocalypse, and vampires are coming back. All of that stuff. No, it is. You can see
It
it.
is.
So that's good to know. Give a website. How do they keep in track with you?
So a lot of my stuff currently is going to be posted on my blog, which is campatrick.com/actor. You can find the blog link right there. And that's where I'm going to be posting a lot of the news about these upcoming projects.
And you, young lady?
Yeah, I'm going to be posting a lot on my social media as well, and which is at Anne-Marie Bruno, Anne-Marie_Bruno, and then the jewelry is at AB Hidden Gems. And I have a lot on my website as well, which is AnneMarieBruno.actor, and it's ANNEMARIEBRUNO.actor.
Good. I want to thank you guys for coming on, and please go and check out her stuff, and please pay attention to him. 'Cause I like you for some strange reason because you got some good films. The Lord of the Rings is a classic film now. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Now, here's what I didn't know. I remember asking Robert Artswan, what is considered a classic film? Well, something from 3 years ago can be considered a classic film now, which I'm like, really?
Interesting.
And it's true. If you ever go to TCM, Turner Classic Movie Film Festival, it is.
Really?
When you have like Do the Right Thing or Malcolm X or what do they got coming? Back to the Future. I think it's the 25th or the 30th anniversary, which is coming up in April now.
Wow.
So I know that's a classic film. Now you don't think
Yeah.
of it. Think of Titanic. When did it come out? 97, 99? I remember doing the interviews for that back then. It's a classic film.
Yeah.
You know, look where Leonardo is now. Right?
Yep.
Do you look at him as that kid?
No.
No. You think of him like in, Departed or something like that. But look where he is. He's an environmentalist. He's into saving the planet, which I adore. So he and I will end up doing some future stuff together, which is good. So thank you guys. Website one more time.
CamPatrick.com.
And AnneMarieBruno.actor.
And I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More, WomenOnFilm.tv, iTube247, and we will see you next week.
Cut.